Yes, it is 7 minutes gone past the hour 7 is a brand new day. Wake up in jam. Wake up to the fine wings of Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Yes, we give you that audio, visual, television, radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. And yes, slapping you an on-air high five right there and saying happy survival day. Happy survival day, that's right, is what everybody will get to say as long as you are a part of this family. You wake up in the morning, you're still alive, and you still have your heart kicking. Well then, happy survival day
that's
to you.
Right.
And if you're listening outside every other place that you are in the world, hey, we are connecting with you, and that's because we have gone global. And countries like Belgium, Germany, Japan, the United States of America, even Nigeria is listening, and every other country as you know them in the world via the website www.eaglesfm.com. That is the website. My name is Goodluck Daniel.
And of course, my name is Omotola Adeleke. Happy Survival Day to you, Yudi.
Day, my brother.
God bless you.
Bless you. Look at that.
Yeah.
I never saw that one coming, though. I never saw it coming. He said, God bless you.
Definitely.
Like, okay.
Come on, God has to bless us this morning.
Too,
and happy Survival Day to you listening right now. It's about that time to, get the day started, especially with the Eagles morning rise this beautiful morning.
That's right.
It's about that time that we make it count.
That's right.
Definitely. I hope you remain sound. I hope you remain healthy physically and, of course, mentally. You're welcome to the show.
Okay, there's something about today, though.
Yeah.
As with the United Nations. Let's get to talk about that one.
All right, so today is the International Youth Day. Yes, definitely, the International Youth Day. And the theme for today's International Youth Day says 2026, different context, common aspirations. Exactly. Different context, common aspirations. So that's the theme for 2026 International Youth Day. Quickly, I wanted to ask you, when you say youth, what's the age bracket to call someone a youth? Because a lot of people are still confused about that.
What's the age bracket?
What's the age bracket?
Before you start calling someone a youth. I mean, I would say, well, basically, the law says 18.
You're an adult already.
Adult, yeah, but then if you're to follow the age, the way the age goes, you might want to look at it that from the moment you clock 20, you're no longer a teen, right? So you're
like a young adult already.
I tell you the truth. But then again, if you think about it, honestly, if you ask me, from 18, man, you are a youth. Young youth.
I think from 15, from 15, 16,
I tell you, man,
you are already a youth because, of course, at the age of 15, you're already at the point exhibiting an adult-like kind of life already. That's so, as at the age of 15 and probably up to 40. Even some 50 will tell you they are youth.
They're still youth.
Some 50 will still come out and say, come on, I'm still young. I'm still young. Forget about the body. It's about the mind. But happy International Youth Day to everyone who is young physically and also in the mind as well.
True that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations once again. The bell goes.
Yeah.
Yes. And just to buttress your point, that's why they call them adolescents. And from 13. They are adolescents.
Exactly. They're in between. Living, the childhood part of life and heading towards adulthood. It's like the center stage, of the whole thing.
They're beginning to question the values.
Yeah.
Family, they begin to question. Why, Daddy? Why?
You start thinking of hustle.
But anyways, though, you should know that the world is home to nearly 1.3 billion young people aged 15 to 24.
Okay.
Making it the largest generation of youth to date.
That's right.
So 15 to 24 it is. I mean, you can start calling yourself a youth from 15 and then into 50, especially for those who, of course,
young at heart.
Young at heart and in mind. But yeah, youth, celebrate yourselves is a great opportunity to do so. But just let's go into some things that you ought to know this morning. It is very, very important for you to know these things as they are very, very necessary to start your day the right way.
All right, so for the 10 things you need to know this beautiful Wednesday morning, we're going to start with this particular one here that says thousands of travelers were stranded across the country's major airport on Tuesday as aviation workers embarked on industrial action.
Wow.
According to the workers, the action was over alleged anti-union practices, the casualization of workers, and the withholding of statutory funds, including the 5% ticket sales charge TSC by domestic airlines.
Right away from that one now, President Tinubu has called for stronger national and international cooperation to tackle emergent security threats facing Nigeria and other parts of the world. Now, he said Nigeria was facing multifaceted security challenges that required coordinated and sustainable responses from governments, international organizations, state leaders, and other stakeholders.
All right, the federal government has intensified efforts to end recurring clashes between farmers and herders. It plans to rehabilitate grazing reserves. You heard that?
I heard that.
And establish modern ranching settlement in 6 areas. The Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Mukhtar Maiha, identified Benue, Plateau, Nasarawa, Kaduna, and Adamawa State, as well as Abuja, as priority areas for the intervention because of their history of farmer-herder conflict. Now, this reminds me of the RUGA when the late Buhari was there. That's the Ruga policy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's similar, but let's see.
The states refused to embrace it. In fact, the
Back
Ruga
then,
policy,
right?
Yeah, the Ruga policy was supposed to extend even into the south, east, and all of that.
That's right.
And I remember states, even within the north central, saying we don't have lands for such. If you're creating such for the herders, then please make our planting and our farming to something that we should take into other states.
And modernize it like you want to modernize some of the settlement in these areas, right? And we had a lot of questions that time when people were asking, are these herders going to pay for the lands that are going to be given to them for ranching and all that? Are they going to pay rent? Is it going to be annual? Is it going to be monthly? What's going to happen? Or is it given to them for free?
Okay. All right, now let's get you to knowing that the senator representing Osun East Senatorial District, Francis Adeniba Fadonsi, has warned against the activities of members of the Accord Party in Elisha ahead of the August 15 governorship election in Osun State. Now, Fadonsi, who spoke in Yoruba while addressing supporters in Elisha, said there would be trouble if members of the Accord Party were seen in the area, urging the supporters to come out and vote during the election. But he has come back to rescind that, saying that he didn't say that. In fact, he said if you find any Accord Party, just kill. That's what he said, though.
But now he is saying that's not what he said.
Okay.
He said what he mentioned was actually misunderstood. That his statement was misunderstood. That what he meant was, the vote of Accord Party. I don't know how he placed it, but that was what he was trying to paint. That he didn't promote violence. That, as a matter of fact, what he meant was people voting out the Accord Party, the incumbent government right now, and bringing in the All Progressives Congress. I think that's what he said he was trying to, define when he made that particular statement. But in a related development, right?
Yeah.
Osun State Governor and Accord Party governorship candidate Ademola Adeleke has said he is not intimidated by the alleged support of the federal government and some state governors for the All Progressives Congress APC candidate ahead of the August 15 governorship election. Speaking on Tuesday during the Arise Town Hall meeting, Adeleke described himself as a bulldozer.
Okay, he's a bulldozer.
The dancing senator, or the dancing governor, rather.
This time
Now a bulldozer.
I'm not dancing no more.
He's not dancing this time.
Bulldozing this time. But anyways, let's have you know the 17 bandits and 10 police officers were killed on Monday when security personnel engaged a large group of armed men moving from Zamfara State into Kebbi State. Now, 2 civilians were also killed in
Unfortunately.
around the Rafing Makuku axis of Sakaba local government area of Kebbi State, the police said.
All right, that's an unfortunate one. Still talking about Osun State. The Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has called on the Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu to order the arrest and prosecution of Senator Francis Fadonsi representing Osun East Senatorial District. Now, over an alleged threat to kill members of the Accord Party. While addressing journalists at the Government House Banquet Hall in Osogbo on Tuesday, Adeleke raised concerns over what he described as security operations targeting Accord Party leaders.
Well, I was going to say that the ICPC, the EFCC, and all of the other related
DSS and the rest of them.
Y'all, I don't know.
And people have started dying already.
This is where they should wake up.
People have started being killed already. Violence have started in Osun State, and the election is just about 4 or 5 days away. I think 3 days away. I beg your pardon. It's on Saturday, and we have people already dying. Pre-election death, violence. This is not what we should be seeing.
But they signed a peace pact.
They did.
They did.
They've been signing peace pact since donkey years, and despite that, we still see, killings, we see murder, we see electoral malpractices and violence, stealing of ballot boxes. We've been seeing that for a very long time now, despite whatever that's written on paper.
Yeah, well, let's take you to Lagos State, where the Lagos Environmental Sanitation Corps, popularly known as KAI, has rescued 4 nursing mothers and their babies from an illegal dump site at Agboju along the Lagos-Badagry Expressway in Lagos
That's
State.
a good one.
That's good. Now, according to a statement on the agency's X page on Tuesday, the rescue was carried out on Monday as part of an ongoing interagency cleanup of the Lagos-Badagry Expressway corridor aimed at removing illegal dump sites. Well done, Lagos.
All right, thank you so much, the Lagos Environmental Protection Agency.
That's right.
All right, so let's get to this one. The story is coming from Abia State. Now, the Abia State Police Command on Tuesday confirmed the arrest of a woman, Sarah Innocent, for allegedly stabbing her husband, identified as Innocent Wanji, to death during a domestic dispute in the Obingwa local government area of the state. The incident occurred on Saturday night at Umokireke Ngwa in Obingwa local government area of the state. A woman stabbed her husband to death, perhaps when they were arguing.
Crime has no gender.
No.
Crime is crime.
Crime is crime.
Okay. Well, anyways, though, let's get you to knowing that the presidential candidate of the Nigerian Democratic Congress, Peter Obi, has criticized the acceptance of unverified academic credentials in leadership, warning that it could undermine standards and accountability in society. Now, Obi made the remarks on Tuesday in a statement titled, By making excuses for unverified certificates, we are planting poison in the soul of our society. All right, in case you're just tuning in for the first time and you're asking yourself, where am I? This is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Yes, we are that station that gives you an audiovisual television radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. And we say this in strong authority because indeed we have a staff.
That's true. That's true.
Anyways, let's get you with the dailies already this time out. Now, I see a couple of dailies coming through, but let's start with this one.
All right, so let's start with the Punch newspaper. This morning, let's get that punch like Antonio will give it. All right. So just beside the banner of the Punch newspaper this morning, we have this one on page 9. Obasanjo Obi demand major shake-up of democratic institutions. All right, that's on page 9. And for the big story, Osun election, 10 battleground LGs that may decide Adeleke and Oyebamiji's race. All right, for the riders here, Ife, Oshogbo, Iwo, Ilesha East, Odotun, Olorunda in focus as candidates mobilize heavyweights ahead of poll. And for this other rider, town hall meeting at Adeleke defense record. Oyebamiji Salam unveils plans. All right, and this the last rider here. ADC Salam banks on Aregbesola to spring surprise. 3 suspected party members killed as violence deepens.
Okay.
That's on pages 2 and 8 of the Punch newspaper. Go get full details. All right. Now this other one says 224 dead. 224 dead. 700 injured as powerful earthquake rocks Colombia. Very unfortunate one, and for the people who died, may their soul rest in peace. It's unfortunate. Over 200 people. That's like a village. All right, that's on page 12 right now. All right, on page 32, police plan fresh security roadmap ahead of 2027 polls. And this one on pages 4 and 5 says 10 cops, 2 civilians killed, 17 bandits neutralized in Kebbi. Pages 4 and 5. On page 20, modular refineries shun domestic crude over high cost. Modular refineries shun domestic crude over high cost. And just above the banner of the Punch newspaper, Fubara, lawmakers Battle stalls Rivers 1.85 trillion naira budget. That's on page 9. On page 9, we still have this one that says, no difference worth breaking Nigeria apart. No difference is what breaking Nigeria apart. This is coming from the president himself, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Moving on to page 33, which is the last story on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Passengers stranded as unions ground Air Peace flight.
All right. Away from that, but just to also add to it, I don't know if it's going to be on the front page of Nigerian newspapers this morning, though. INEC has warned that Sokoto, Kano, I think, and 10 other states, they'll be seeing a heavy flooding in this month of August, right?
So that's to tell them to get prepared. There should be preparatory, programs right now to make sure this flood don't take lives, and it's that.
All right, but anyways, not exactly in the line of that, but still something about NIMET achieving ISO 9001 2015 certification for aeronautical meteorological services at Yola, Osubi, and Owerri airports, and this is with the Razor newspaper this morning. Right, integrity, not bribes, has defined my career, says Ogun CP. Right. 5-year blackout ends as Elumelu is doing something in terms of power transformer somewhere in a Asaba community. Now, Tinubu now is saying no difference worth breaking Nigeria apart, all right? They say we are multi-ethnic, we multilingual, we are this, we are that, we are religion, we have different religions and all of it. I mean, Mr. President is saying that all of these are not enough.
Should not break Nigeria apart.
Not break us apart, right? Mr. President, we agree with you indeed.
Yeah.
But let's do the work, do the talk, and not just talk and talk. But anyways, we'll see this one here. And it says, still with the Razor newspaper this morning, it said, Nigeria at the crossroads, the choice between national renewal and national ruin. Right now, this one here, 2027, is a kicker. Atiku raises concern over outdated BVAS.
Whoa.
Come on, I can't believe this. I just hope that this is not true, but well, that's what we are finding.
Well, we remember that the INEC chairman already mentioned that the BVAS have been updated, that whatever they're going to be using for the 2027 elections, including the Osun State gubernatorial election, has been updated, and we hope that is true.
Okay.
I don't know where Atiku got his information from, but I believe he is a leader in the country. Indeed. And is privy to some of this, information, right? True. Let's hope what he said is not true, and what the INEC chairman is assuring Nigerians is true.
Okay. Ondo police arrest suspected armed robber, recovered cut-to-size pistol, 4 live cartridges in Iwowo. And Ondo police again arrest 27-year-old man over alleged defilement of 15-year-old girl in Omifon.
Very unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate. Kogi police rescue 16 kidnapped victims after intense gun battle, neutralize several abducted.
That's right.
That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear, right? Look at the pictures of that with the Razor newspaper. Look at them. Look at them. Look at the rescue right there. Well done. We'll give you a bell again. Well done. And then, of course, this is going to be the final one that we'll be bringing to you. IGP DSU is seeking stronger cyber diplomacy, proactive strategies against emerging digital threats. All right? That is that for the Razor newspaper this morning. We're still bringing you some more now. Let's go into God.
All right, going into the Guardian newspaper. Let's get this one that says, okay, the big story, Air Peace versus unions.
Okay.
Chaos as passengers. Airlines suffer losses from over 80 cancelled flights. And there's the picture, the visual representations of people being stranded here. It's unfortunate that we had to see it that way. 80 cancelled flights because of the issue between Air Peace and aviation unions and all. All right, so that's on page 6. Get more story. Go into pages of the Guardian newspaper for details. And for this one here, 2027, that's the kicker. ADC unveils code of ethics document for candidates and members. That's on page 3. Still on page 3, Osun 2026, that's the kicker for this one here. Adeleke Oyebamiji Salam talk tough of victory. And on page 7, federal government recovers 3 billion naira media debt, declares end to unpaid adverts. Oh, that's a good one, right? That's a good one.
Okay.
Federal government recovers 3 billion media debt, declares end to unpaid advert. All right, that's on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper. Obasanjo Jonathan orders seek overhaul of Nigeria's democracy and governance structure. That's on page 6. Obasanjo and Jonathan, they were presidents, in Nigeria, and now they're coming out to say overhaul Nigeria's democracy and, of course, our governance structure. Perhaps this might repair the systemic failures in governance. We don't, but is that even possible?
I don't think so. If Nigerians need to be ready, that we need to change from our mindset. The civil service, the public service, we need to change. We need to be very conscious and deliberate.
All right. Yeah, it starts from the mind. I think I would have to agree with you, Yudi, on that particular one.
Right.
It's not just talk.
Talk.
Yeah, it starts from the mindset. All right, on page 5, Orire abduction. Or your pro panel seeks public evidence as DSS releases artisan. Okay, all right, that's on page 5. Get the full story there. UBEC urges states to deploy unutilized 332 billion naira education development fund. That's on page 7 of the Guardian. ASU prepares 20 varsities for industrial action. Oh, okay. Issues 14-day ultimatum. That's on page 4. All right. On page 18, we have this business story that says Nigerians' high debt service draining social infrastructure spending. Nigerians' high debt service draining social infrastructure spending. This is coming from the African Development Bank, the AFDB. They are warning. All right, I think that's it for the Guardian newspaper.
All right, so we'll move away from the Guardian newspaper now. Let's bring you the Daily Sun newspaper. Obasanjo Jonathan, OB expressed worry over state of democracy. Former president says excessive judicial intervention in political affairs worrisome. Page 6, you see that one there. And ASU orders state varsities to prepare for strike over non-implementation of demands. I thought we had, forgotten his name now. He was here, one of the APC stalwarts. He had said that, we've not had no strikes ever since this administration came in. I just want to hope that the Tinubu-led administration will indeed secure that position and ensure that we don't have that happen.
We hope so.
Because,
and we hope they get to the negotiation table immediately, talk and make sure that probably demands that should be met at this point in time to avoid some of the strike and all that. I experienced it back when I was in school. I didn't graduate when I was supposed to graduate. You know what that can cause, especially the kind of trauma it can cause, especially for students who expect to graduate in a certain time and it didn't just happen.
It's not just trauma; it's affecting your whole life financially.
Yeah, financially, exactly. You spend more money.
Yeah, and then your counterparts who traveled outside to study, like
concludes theirs while you're still here.
In Togo, they're done. You're still here.
Still counting 200 level, 300 level.
My guy, Alpha, what level is it, man? It's still at 200, though. But it's crazy, though. I just hope that this affected branches have been being directed to issue 14-day ultimatum to the governors. That the governors will indeed wake up to this call and do something about it. Page 6.
But I would have to commend this administration, right? The APC-led administration, particularly on the strike issue. We've not really had it like we used to have it back in the day, right? We've not had it. I would want to agree with what the APC stalwart said when he mentioned that we've not really had ASU going on strike incessantly, compared to how we used to have it before.
But I just hope we're not just pacifying ASU just for the administration to end and
they go back to status quo. We hope it should not be like that.
Page 27 here. Sultan APC chair cleric warned against religious divisions as ADC condemns give safe schools. That's the kicker. Federal governments to strengthen security in vulnerable communities with man-o'-war volunteers. Page 9. Okay. 2027 is a kicker now. ADC unveils governance code, vows to play different politics. Page 27 has got that still with the Daily Sun newspaper. Atiku raises concern over outdated BVAS IREV. Inclusive of IREV, continued on page 6. You go find that story. Osun now, Adeleke demands arrest of Fadonsi over kill them call. Okay, it's got two riders alleges plots to arrest accord leaders. And the last rider for that story, I mean, kill them with votes.
The senators responded.
Good Lord, page 26. But anyways, though, I think we should take one more, and then we'll just go pay those bills and then come back.
All right, so let's conclude. The front pages here with the Nation newspaper. So let's just start with a big story that says Tinubu seeks stronger global action against insecurity. All right, that's a good call. And for the writer here, it says religions should promote human dignity. Tolerance. This is coming from you, what? All right, aviation union strike cripples air travels. Okay, still on the Nation newspaper, just above the banner, movement of cattle to be curtailed with 6 ranches. Movement of cattle to be curtailed with 6 ranches. All right, I believe this is coming from the federal government, and the story can be found on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. Still on page 2, government policy to unlock $50 billion deep offshore investment. Okay, and on page 25, bakers get FCC pieces warning over deceptive labeling. NMDPRA, that's the key crisis in Europe should not affect fuel prices in Africa.
Okay.
That's on page 7. All right, I think that's it for. Okay, we have this last one just below the Nation newspaper on the front page there. Obasanjo, Jonathan, Obi orders seek reforms to save democracy, and of course also protect judiciary.
Right.
That's on page 3.
Well, we'll go pay some bills now. We'll be right back. When we do come back, it's just going to be you, your voice, and your thoughts.
Admission. African University of Science and Technology, AUST, Abuja, wishes to inform the general public that admission in 200 level is currently ongoing for the following foundation and undergraduate programs: Remedial, JUPEP, Accounting, Business Administration, Computer Science, Software Engineering, Materials and Metallurgical Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Petroleum and Energy Resources Engineering. For more inquiries, call 003 540 3714 or 006 272 9310 or visit our website www.aust.edu.ng.
And so we're back. The conversation is trending and driving here. Remember that 1 minute 35 seconds, that's the most that you can go as you put your voice calls, as well as when you send a message via the WhatsApp portal as a voice note, 1 minute 35 seconds at most as well. So we can give time for every other family member to add your voice loudly and clearly in the arena of the pages, right? We're taking your call already. Hello, good morning. Basere Apostle also live.
Caro Apostle.
Yes, I greet you.
You're welcome.
So my name is Apostle also live. I'm calling from Damangata Apple.
All right, talk to us.
So my text is that please, this if we want to protect this our democracy that our forefathers have fought for us, no matter my party man, if he make a mistake, you call him to order. The senator that are talking like that. If it's a poor man that makes a nasty statement, by now we'll be in the police custody. Any country that want to excel, they must have the law and keep the law. Even if the law, if you make a mistake like that, you will pay for it. Like a country called Malaysia. When they say that if they caught you in wrongdoing, you will go for it. And they are maintaining it. That's why they are excelling. They are doing well. But it's only in Nigeria. You see somebody will just open his mouth and talk whatever he will talk. Whereby we are having insecurity in the land. And somebody will say that people will die because of the position of the governor that will last only 4 years. So another one is that the people that we gave the mandate to give us security, protect our life and our property. They will let them do the needful. Not only for another second tenor, whereby KB is on fire, Sokoto is on fire, Plateau, wherever, but it's on fire in insecurity. You cannot travel at night anymore. It's on a changing of mindset.
All right, Apostle. Time
Thank
will
you, and
not
God
allow.
bless.
Thank you, Apostle. Right, keep the calls coming through, though. Remember that the number is 0907-353-0044. That is the number. The other number is 0909-705-4450.
All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome to the program. What's your name?
Yeah, good morning to you, please.
Bright.
Bright.
All right, Bright.
Welcome, Bright. Talk to us.
UG,
Yes, please.
Mr. Tinubu said there's no need of balkanizing the country. It is not on word, but on indeed. Look at our mindset better. We have body mass of water. We have water wall. You go to River State, you have water there. No port, but you're trying to build another port in Lagos. Look at the Niger Delta. You have and come and develop Abuja. And the place that are extracting the oil is dead. UD, go to Imo State or Hajjego Moguta. You have gas there. Do you know what they do there? They go there and pack the gas in trucks. There's no station to process the gas there in the whole of Imo State or South East. They go there and pack the oil, pack the gas and take it away from there. Go to the community. They don't have good roads. They don't have hospitals. They don't have good hospital, good health care center. They don't have schools. That is what we have in those areas. And we are mounting unity in the mass. UD, go to schools. You see that some schools in this Nigeria, I don't know, journalists are not doing their work very well. And the citizens, go to schools. The teachers don't have enough teachers. You see that PTAs or individuals or philanthropists are the people hiring teachers to government schools to go and teach in government schools. And they will come here and send their children up. Go and investigate.
All right, Bright.
You see that teachers, people are buying teachers to go and teach people in the schools. Come to Abuja here, you see the type of schools we have in Abuja.
All right.
For that one, though.
Thank you so much. I think we need to, play the video from Father Onsi, right?
We should.
Especially where he mentioned. So let's get exactly what he said. Let's get exactly what he said with respect to, what we've been talking about, right?
So that we don't keep on, tinkering back and forth.
Exactly.
Oh, I did not say this. I meant this. I didn't mean this, and all of that.
All right, so let's get that audio right now. Let's listen to what Senator Father Onsi said that has actually sparked controversy.
Tí a bá tún búrò akọ́ọ̀dù kankan nílé Zambia. Ìbò tá a máa dì í. Ìbò ilé ẹ̀ríkọ́ọ̀dù mi ò yàrá sọ́ọ̀tì níbi. Ìbàdàn aṣọ anífìlà burúkú dáńdé fìlà yẹ́lò fìlà gẹ́ńdìsì fìlà ẹranko ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́. So àti dé àti wá sọ fún yín títí dọjọ́ ìbò tí a bá rí wọn pa ni o. Àwọn ìbò máa wò. Ní kábíyèsí wọ́n bá pe gbogbo àwọn tó ń kígbe wá bẹ́ẹ̀.
Oh,
it was crystal clear.
Yeah, it was crystal clear. Perhaps if you don't understand Yoruba, this is what he's saying. In fact, initially started, they said that it's animals that kill people. But at the same time, while he was still talking, he said, from now on, whenever you see them, kill them.
Straight up.
I authorize you to kill them. They have wives and children too.
He said, record me.
He said, record me.
Yeah, record me.
That was what Senator Francis Adefada Honsi said. Come on, there's some kind of statement that shouldn't be coming out from a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Honestly, if we were to do the right thing, he should be in handcuffs right
Definitely.
now. Definitely.
That was too careless to say.
For questioning. He said, record me.
Hey, yeah, that was what he said.
And let them see it. That's what he said. But
I authorize you to kill. Now, if you watch the video, some of them were saying yes. They were nodding their heads and praising the senator for making that kind of statement.
Right.
Even when he said it's animals that kill people. So what are you trying to say?
Okay.
What's the difference between Eronko and you people, or the kind of people making such statements? I'm just asking.
Okay. Anyways, well, some question you asked, but the answers, we know the answers. But we take this call and then we get to the messages on Facebook and YouTube. Basically, hello.
Hello, congratulations. I'm happy so about to see another day.
Honestly,
Someone from Kuje.
Congratulations all the way from Kuje.
And God bless your day, bless
Thank
your
you.
family.
Thank you, Samuel.
God bless you, Samuel.
Samuel from Kuje.
Right.
My brother, no matter what that senator is trying to defend, he has said it. And he has said it, and people had it. And he has sent a wrong signal to hoodlums.
Yeah.
So if anything starts happening in Osun election, that man should be held responsible.
Right.
At his stage, and his caliber of person, he doesn't supposed to be saying all those things now. I don't know what our politicians are turning politics to be. Politics should not be do or die affairs. It should not be played with bitterness. So please, if government of the day know what they are doing, that man should be arrested.
Right.
And sent to Sanko. Let him go and download sense. Have a peaceful, safe, and calm day in Jesus' name.
Many thanks. Thank you so much, though. Well, we'll go to the YouTube channel and see what messages are there on the YouTube channel. Remember, it is Eagles TV Abuja on YouTube. And on Facebook, it is Eagles FM Abuja right there. We enjoin you, encourage you to get onto the YouTube channel, add your voice right there. Let us know that you came, you saw, and you're soaring with us right there. All right, we go to Facebook now. And on Facebook, where are we? Where are we on Facebook? Let's go see. On Facebook, it is Eagles FM Abuja. Just be sure to leave a comment in the comment section right there. And we'll see a couple of messages. We'll take them as quickly as possible. And this one here is coming from Pedro Osareme. It says, good radio buzzer. And okay. And Amotaya Deleke, thanks for the daily enlightening. And may God Almighty guard your steps. Thank you.
Thank you. And it's Omotola, not Omotayo.
Omotayo says, well, I understand.
I get.
But yeah, thank you still. We understand you. Dr. Mrs. Ima Olebara from Owerri saying, this Osun senator that is threatening Accord people to be killed should be arrested. I wonder how such people found themselves in positions of leadership. What type of democracy are we really practicing in this country? So people should no longer be allowed to exercise their fundamental right of voting for candidates of their choice. So politics is now a do-or-die affair in Nigeria. Let the senator be arrested because he's not above the law, all right? He says there. And we see this one is coming from Rashidat Aderinto. It says, good morning, sir. Good morning to you too.
Good morning.
Right. We will, in fact, we might be taking a pause from the WhatsApp in due time and just concentrate on the YouTube. But then, since you've sent your message on here, let's just quickly take this one right here.
All right. Okay. This is not. This doesn't concern us actually. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. We have this one from
Salasi. Yep.
Okay.
So it's a voice note.
Okay, it's actually a voice note. So, okay, we have this one actually that says, good morning, Yudian Omoti Babanla. President Bola Tinubu has called for stronger national and international cooperation to confront the emerging security threat facing Nigeria. Unfortunately, our immediate neighbors, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic have criticized President Bola Tinubu for attributing insecurity in Nigeria to instability in their countries, arguing instead that their countries, including Nigeria, are victims of the activities of imperialist and neo-colonialist forces. In my view, the blame game is needless. There's a need for our president to prioritize deeper cooperation and coordinate with the Sahel states to confront common security threat and guard against external interference. Have a nice day. This is coming from Yusuf, who resides in Use too.
Right, Yusuf, thank you.
Thank you, Yusuf.
We should take Salasi's voice note and call it a wrap already. We will come back at the 9 o'clock hour and indeed get to hear from you, speak to you about politics and current affairs.
All right, so let's take this one from Salasi. Right. Let's take this particular one from Salasi. All right, this is what Salasi has to say.
Good morning to Ubong Udwak Daniel, the man with the golden voice.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to Omoti Babanla.
Good morning.
My name is Salasi. I'm sending this voice note right now from Central Area. I greet Abdul from Suleja, Yunusa and Mrs. Yunusa Dantani from Abaji, Saminu from Lifecam, Bibi Blessing, the only woman that called on this station before Ochanya used to add to you, but it's been long that we hear from Ochanya.
Ochanya
and
called yesterday.
Talatu too, she used to call. It's been long that we hear from Talatu from Kuje. I hope all is well with her. It's been long that I hear from her. I want to start by talking about Triple D from Wari. I agree to you, sir. I want to start by talking about the Osun election. Must people be killed in the name of election? These people that are being killed, they are not the politicians' children. No. They are not the higher and mighty children. They are the poor people in the locality being killing themselves because of politicians. I see no reason of this. The politicians are not worth dying for people to be killing themselves. And I want to talk about the commend the government for rescuing the people kidnapped in Kogi. Honestly, I want to say kudos to Kogi State Governor and to the federal government. More should be done. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate, of course.
And on this note, I mean, we can't go any further. We'll just
At
want
all.
to say a big thank you to you. Like we said earlier, we will prioritize the YouTube messages now over the WhatsApp. So you should be here with us. I mean, this is a family. We should grow together. When we say, hey, let's get to the YouTube, let's also ensure and endeavor to get to the YouTube channel. YouTube and Facebook, we try to grow so that we can also stay afloat, right? And not allow the water to,
That's right.
take us down. But anyways, my name is Woodrock Daniel, though Alan Smith's going to be here in a short bit. And I got my man right here.
All right, my name is Omotola Adeleke, and don't forget we'll be back here by 9 a.m. for Eagles Outlook. Don't miss the conversation.